There is another bend in this hallway. How fucking big is this house? We have a whole wing I didn't even go into, and we're still on the first floor. Bunch of coupons. Yo, save money. It's a nice house, but the ceilings are so low. Maybe Katie's just tall. That's true. We might just be a giant. United States Department of Agriculture. God, I wish the lighting was even. U.S. National Forestry Manual, Northwest Region, prescribed burn procedures and precautions. All right, so that's obviously something of my mother's. Where's the light switch? One light was not enough. Turn more lamps on, please. Look at this. We got a little bar area. The Dave Brubeck Quartet. Dave looks like he swings, y'all. He puts down some shuffle beats and lays that jazz on you. This pencil back. The lighting adds to the atmosphere. It also freaks the shit out of me. Got a Need for You by Adrian Rolani. Like a swinger? Yes, that's definitely a double entendre. How can you look at Dave Brubeck and not get down? Now that it's happened, I just can't believe it. Yo, this is, I agree, Betty. This is a legit bop. I feel like we just got transported into a smoky nightclub. This is more of that same whiskey. God damn it. Vieska vodka, triple distilled in Mother Russia. I'm right here looking at you. Making too much noise. When you're done here, can you go back to the room with the TV? Oh yes, I never played that cassette. You're very, very right. Thank you. From the desk of Donald Fricks. Hang on, I gotta turn off the. You left your voodoo all around. I left my trunk. Don't leave that voodoo. Sorry if that was wicked loud. Grab Dad's second book. So he is a published author. A message from our future saved the president's life once. But within the next 24 hours, there will be another attempt and the lines of communication are down. A James Bond for today's audience. Compelling, a thriller worth its salt. Do we have a publication year? Because this to me makes it sound like he was a successful author and those days are behind him. So this is from 1976. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, I write to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to The Accidental Pariah. Despite the low sales of The Accidental Savior, we went ahead with publication of the second book in hopes of the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It has been a pleasure working as your publisher, and we wish you and John Russell the best in your future endeavors. Okay, yeah, so he's published, but it's not like it was a hit. He didn't like have a big breakout. Before we go into anything off of the music room here, let's go backtrack over and play that cassette. Thank you for reminding me, Cliff. Girl Scouts role model. Yo, this legit slaps. That's rebellious as fuck, and I love it. God, it just keeps getting. That's a lot of effort. What? The refrain is double tempo. Is this Sam's band? Yo, I'm legit gonna look up who they got to do this, because that guitar line is pretty boss. Crush what's precious to you? It is great, though. This is a jam. Hey, to the election. Oh, if you're turning down the hard rock afterlife, that might be a you problem. No, it doesn't work like that. It's always incremental. You just got to do volume down again. I just think you're too old, Afterlife. Keep that closed. I still don't know if you guys are fucking with me or not, but it's very much a better safe than sorry kind of a scenario. We don't want to go around the corner yet. We're still investigating the music room. Old man ears. Now I'm just picturing you with like the like a big horn, like the hearing horn. Jesus, this is a lot of records. I'm assuming this is not something the Greenbriers brought with them. Oh no. Just boxes of his book. Nope. Not what I meant. I want to read the letter. Mods only, Daddy D. Sorry. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. This is the friend that she didn't want to visit, I believe. Danny asked if they could lend Samantha. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave him permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that that she is welcome back to our house to visit anytime. So, wait.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Yo. Again, I'm not condoning using people in personal relationships for access to their material goods, but also Street Fighter fucking rules. She only wants him for his Nintendo. I mean, yes, but all right, only one way to solve it. If it's an odd number, Samantha was being a terrible person. If it's an even number, all is fair in love and Street Fighter. I don't make the rules, gang. Street Fighter slaps. Katie, please tell mom and dad about the stuff that's missing. Sam. Wait, what? Please tell mom and dad about the stuff that's missing. I can't turn it. So what stuff that's missing? Is there something specific? Because that was obviously left for me to find now. Nope, hang on. Those coupons are important to somebody. Here we go. Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6th. Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm going to kick your butt. Get ready. Hadouken! Hadouken. This is Sam getting rocked by a Hadouken from Lonnie.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Okay, so Lonnie is the girl whose photo we found up in the front. The entire maneuver with Danny was to get a copy of Street Fighter at home so that Sam could practice enough Street Fighter to get in cool with these kids, because she's trying to get close to Lonnie. Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell mom and dad. The attic. Katie, please tell mom and dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. But over here, she's saying, whatever you found, don't tell mom and dad. Locked? Okay, excuse me? Okay. What was Lonnie's last name? DeSoto. Lonnie DeSoto. This is like the same shade of pink as Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. Lonnie has Lightning's hair color, or vice versa. I don't know how popular Lonnie is. Maybe Lightning copied her. All right, we got a clue to go to the attic. I love how the pens roll when you open drawers. That's such a good touch. Let's see here. We did not go to this other little doy off the foyer. Ooh, I don't like how things look upstairs. Okay, just lock myself in here. So they still have a ton of boxes they haven't unpacked, but I guess they've been here kind of less time, right? When did we move? When was our boarding pass? June 6th, 95. No, they've been here like a year. Is this game gonna jump scare me? I don't think it's that kind of game, but chat keeps telling me different, so I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, they've been here like a year. Okay. Keep locked up. I don't think it's not like Soma level, so. Janice Greenbrier, senior conservationist. God damn, Janice, that hair though, girl. Goodfellow High School. Yo, Goodfellow High School is a fictional high school with a badass logo. You want to remember which closets you can fit in? You guys are getting me. You guys are turning this into Over the Alps, a novel traveling game. Because you're turning this into Song of Horror Part 2. Crescendo of pants crapping. Chris has a very poor constitution. You're not wrong. The fuck? Okay. Looks like it's perhaps some kind of decorative sugar skull. Even like the little floor bounds vents. One of my trophies, regional track and field finals from April of 1990, the girls 100-meter relay. First place, Jamie Bloom, Carla Jones, Shauna Rossi, and Caitlin Greenbrier. Caitlin fast as fuck, y'all. Is Devotion after this? No, Devotion is not after this. I'll get to it eventually. Remember how to keep the doors closed from that game, right? No, stop. Hecho El Mexico. Does that mean made in Mexico? This is pretty rad, actually. Regional track and field finals, girls long jump event. Katie Greenbrier, first place. Long jump's fucking hard. Katie's a bad bitch. The Holy Bible. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Mostly. This is from Carol. Dear Jan. Wait, what's our mother's name? Janice. Okay, I wanted to make sure that this wasn't just a random thing. It is indeed to our mother from her friend Carol, apparently. Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year when we were miserable, fantasizing about about our dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them. Seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you're, let me know if you ever want to trade places. So, how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, Rumi. From Carol. Careful, Carol, your envy was showing. Yo, she wasn't even trying to hide it. She was like, yeah, Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. Wait, can I get at this? Oh no, they've just cleverly modeled it to look like the pages are curled. That's fun. That's really fun. Locked again? Oh, can we test this? Meep, meep. If I could get that to do a test, I would just spend the rest of the stream doing that to bother you guys. All right, well, we can't go. Excuse me? Did you guys hear that? It's going to be absolutely hilarious when I'm done with this and I get this to YouTube and people who know about this game see me treating it like a survival horror adventure because you guys are fucking scaring the shit out of me. Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. This is in October of '94. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of the next week as part of a Forestry Service-run controlled burn of overgrown sections of the Flintlock National Forest. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly into Thursday, depending on speed of progress, according to the Forestry Service. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry firefighting personnel involved, said senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier. Smoke will likely linger in the area through the following weekend. That's so funny to have like a newspaper clipping highlighted because you were name dropped in it. Can you see the guy smiling in the photo? Wait, what? In this? I can't wait for the power to go out and you to walk around in pitch dark between the trees. Better safe than sorry. You guys are awful. Okay, I'm assuming that's Samantha's room. Sam's room, sorry, she very obviously prefers Sam. My dad had a news clipping frame for the longest time. I had a couple of times I was in the paper when I was a kid. I think once I had done like a volunteer trash pickup with my Cub Scouts group, and me picking up stuff like old school trash pickup. Like I had a pointed stick and we were hitting like pieces of paper to put in our little bundles. I had a photo from that was clipped and saved for ages. Notice of temporary personnel transfer. Bruce Pendleton, head of personnel, State Forestry Service, to aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation. A ranger with expertise in the procedures being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest effective 9/2/94. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of the transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer. Interesting. Okay. Trash stabbing stick. Exactly. Look, some tools never go out of style. Monday, couples bowling, cooking class, take your apron, ballroom dancing, couples bowling, ballroom dancing, cooking class, couples bowling, ballroom dancing, cooking class, ballroom dancing, cook the big meal for Terry and Sam. Those go through sneakers pretty well too. That's a horrifying thought. Oh my God. I would shit my pants. Bratmobile or Sam. Bratmobile. Potty mouth. How does this wiggle?
It's weird hanging out with girls.
Oh, it's the...
Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
We're listening to a little burgeoning love story, and I'm very, very touched. Love things, stab, cherry bomb, throw away, predict, I think. Some special, I don't know. Fuck your fans, Polaroid baby, panic, bitch, thermometer, I don't know. Cool schmool. Can I put this back in its box? Guys. Maybe this isn't even the right one. Alright. Alright. Thermometer. Bitch, thermometer. Alright. Is that me closing the door? Sure hope so. So are we gonna find out that Sam ran away with Lonnie? Because if so, like, first of all, good for them. Second of all, bitch, why didn't you invite me? Chris, did you see that game Feedvid Live? Would love to see you play it. Wait, what is it? Feedvid Live? I don't even know what it is. I've not heard of it. Is this when it starts? You guys are terrible. Sternly worded leather. Okay, hang on. Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. I love it. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Fuck you, Daniel. This is from Samantha. I love this. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is, frankly, absurd. Compare with Katie, who is only three years older than me, and yet you still allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being. And since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter, Samantha. Samantha was like, get fucked, mom and dad. I'm out of here. All right, this do be feeling like Samantha's room. Yo, Goodfellow with another banger school logo. Frankenstein, Metamorphosis, War of the Worlds, The Virginian, Jungle Book, Ben-Hur. She got that classic book collection, y'all. You ever seen Misery? No. I don't want to think about Misery right now. I made a Misery joke last stream. It's a sequel to a game called Feedvid. It's not on Steam. You need to watch a live stream and be a chatter in a stream where something nefarious happens, and what you type in chat influences what the streamer does. What? Yo, Betty, can you drop that on the Gilded server? That's really rad sounding. I love experimental shit like that. What is this? Groove. Oh no. Soundgarden exclusive interview? Only they knew. Here's another Groove magazine. Exclusive. AIDS in Africa. Soul Asylum Live. Eddie Vedder. Weezer. Veruca Salt wants it now. Yo, this is awesome. I love... yes! Goodfellow High School disciplinary referral. Student name Yolanda DeSoto. Okay, so this is Lonnie, whose real name is Yolanda. Yolanda DeSoto. Factual description of incident. Mr. Benchley observed Miss DeSoto wearing a t-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front, a large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Miss DeSoto was sent to the guidance counselor's office. Action taken by faculty. Miss DeSoto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into a shirt from her gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. Miss DeSoto chose suspension. Her father was called, but there was no answer and no answering machine. Miss DeSoto must return this form tomorrow, signed by her father. And they just threw it out instead. Get fucked. What y'all gonna do? Oh, did my thing not work? Oh, weird. I must have it only set to mods. I'll have to fix that later. The Misfits. Oh, the Misfits. The Misfits. What else we got? Nail polish and an emery board. I'm just gonna move these away from the edge of your desk, Sam. I just want to make sure they don't fall, is all. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. From Mrs. something. Blaylock? I don't know. Summer pre-college program for young scholars, 1995 session. Reed College, one of the nation's most lauded private liberal arts and sciences institutes, is proud to announce its 14th annual summer program for young scholars. This program invites students of grade 10 and 11 to attend lectures, workshops, and discussions covering a wide variety of intellectual pursuits. By focusing on small group sessions and close faculty-student interactions, the program encourages young minds to thoroughly explore areas of growth and enrichment as they approach the threshold of higher education. The program is divided into distinct tracks by subject matter, but students are encouraged to select sessions from secondary tracks along with that to which they are admitted. On-campus housing and meals are provided as part of the program's tuition. Scholarships for the summer program are available based on merit and need, judged by each student's submitted portfolio and financial documentation. The program's tracks are anthropology, art and history, classics, creative writing, history, humanities, mathematics, philosophy, religion, sociology, and theater. Beyond the benefits of the program itself, 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship for their first year at Reed if they decide to attend the university full-time as undergraduates and are accepted into Reed's by Reed's admissions board. Educators at student schools have been provided with documentation outlining the specific requirements for each track and process for submitting portfolios and applications. Students accepted to the program will be notified at the beginning of calendar year 95. Explore, learn, stock photo. Popped in the suggestion box. All right, cool. Thank you very much, Betty. I'm excited to check that out. I love weird and unique shit like that. Oh, y'all thought she was gonna sneak on me. I know what's up. The Brother 150. This is the one me and my dad are building, want to go for a ride when it's done. Okay. No, I don't want to go for a ride on a motorcycle. I think they're scary. Name Samantha Greenbrier, year 11, to teacher Fletcher. Shop 1, metalworking and engraving, grade C-. Not a challenging assignment. Metal plaque for family portrait, reasonable subject, but not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be replaced with parents' names, I did not mean just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges, show more pride and work. I almost made a comment earlier about how fucking weird it would be to have it where it said mom and dad, but then you also included the names of mom and dad. And the fact that they hit me all this time later with a note explaining in fiction why that's so weird is very choice. That's outstanding. Sonic Boom 94 at the Takelma Fairgrounds. All right, what do we got in here? Ooh, loud burst of thunder is what we got in here. Got your number? Are you going to the dance with anyone? Who's got a crush on you? Sam had this in like the 4th grade. Yo, it is a choice binder. Speaking of which, yo, all right, hang on. Hold up. I needed a binder for my chemistry. Let me hit one of these. I need a binder for my chemistry course that I'm taking because I have the lab materials are just like on 3-ring punch binder paper. And I was like, yo, Mish, you got binders and stuff. Do you have anything that'll help me? Lisa Frank vibes? Absolutely. So Mish brings me a binder and she's like, can we see your handwriting? I don't know that I have anything handwritten right now. But she brings me the binder and she was like, but we got a rule in this house. When you have a binder, you got to decorate the cover. So she decorated my binder for me. Wow, chemistry time. I'm gonna eat. Thank you, Misha. You're the best. No, stream's not ending. I was just showing off my sweet ass binder. I needed the big screen for such a fly ass binder. Ooh, here's another mini Bible. The King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2, Fraying Threads. Is chemistry intentionally misspelled? Is it misspelled? It is misspelled. I didn't even look at it that close. It doesn't matter. We're here to ace chemistry, not to ace chemistry spelling. You need a different cam stream that doesn't imply stream ending because that shit just jump scared me. My bad. My bad. Love you, Schmeezer. Chapter 2, Fraying Threads. Captain Allegra. Yo, this is like a continuation of her original OC character from her 2nd grade work. I feel like spelling mistakes in chemistry make shit like really bad. Yeah, but only if you're misspelling chemical formulas. I'm not doing any chemistry that advanced. We ain't making like bombs and shit. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Allegra's arm stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below. Skeletal in rotted robes, the king was hunched over the blue orb topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls flowed in, one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase hewn from rock led down into the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention, and then you... But the first mate interrupted. No, I am smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase. He held up the silk line. All traced by this invisible thread, of course. Allegra said, it is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together. The first mate shook her head. You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me. They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his, "Hey, no, no!" The singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging at the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran. Summoning his undead power, the king left the ground, levitating, gliding beneath her with distressing speed. From some dank passage, much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate's scream. She was already running toward the sound. The line in Allegra's hand went taut, then shuddered, fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran. Yo, damn. I would absolutely sign up for Sam's mailing list on her GeoCities fan page. Love the Jolly Roger on the wall too. This would be awesome. Man, I wish I had a setup like this when I was a kid. Rain falling on the windows literally inches above your head. That's awesome. Scrutinize. Oh my god, are these legit hidden eye puzzles? Gotta move my mouse. I'm so bad at these. This one's a heart. And this one's a fish? Or a shark? Something. I don't know. Super Spitfire. Yo, look at the modeling work on this SNES cartridge though. Oh, love it. Journey of Crystal. I would have played the shit out of this. Adventurous the Cat returns. Is this a Bubsy the Cat reference? I know, I see the note down there. Don't think I don't see it. Another cassette.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck. I don't wanna sit around and talk about your weather. We're both good all day. I don't wanna wonder if you're gonna say hello. I don't wanna wonder if you're gonna
Chun-Li moves. Fireball, lightning kick, helicopter kick, air stomp.
I don't have any.
Do they still make over-the-door basketball hoops? Because I want one. I haven't had that much to drink, Jodie Foster. How many fingers am I holding up? You better not have been reading my secret diary then. Here you go, Mitten. Have some pate. Gross. The basketball hoops? This one's less fun. I don't like this song as much. It's not bad. It's a little too beach rocky for me. I agree though. The over the door basketball hoops absolutely rule, and I wish they would make a big comeback. I also like the basketball hoop trash can. That's another like very classic. Yo, Sam's room's got double door exits. Holy shit. She out here being fancy. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it. So either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. Yo, Todd was right. Y'all should have listened to Todd. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? Yo, this is so sad. I think it was just his plant. Sam's mom like took a month of cooking classes to make them the big dinner, and she's like, oh, I can just ditch. According to Todd, it's pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15, okay? Don't barf. I love this barfing cheeseburger doodle. That's awesome. Just the plant. Knock it off. All right. What is my plan of attack here? It's a great doodle. Someone, I know this game is much beloved by some people. Somebody has this tattooed. 100% someone has that cheeseburger tattoo. I'm trying to get scared. I mean, we might get scared accidentally. Lonnie rules on the old label printer tape. Yo, get out of here with this game. Nailed it. Cinnamint cavity protection plaque remover. More of the quick fix bandage brand. It is definitely nailing it. Oh. That scared the shit out of me. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Red right hand, semi-permanent hair color, not tested on animals.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right?
I don't want to stare at the
It felt intimate.
creepy looking bathtub.
We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
This is giving me gay panic. We're watching a blossoming relationship, and I'm fully here for it. More emery boards. Some pads, toilet paper, more Vax brand cleaner. You gay? Big gay? Well, we get to chart Sam's developing understanding of herself. I'm big gay. Oh no, come on with this. I gotta fix the auto moderator. Absolutely big gay is allowed on my channel. Y'all could be big gay all you want. Here's another one of our postcards. I'm gonna turn on some lamps first. Looks like this is mom and dad's room. Y'all messy AF. It's wild that you guys are messier than your teenage daughter. Just saying. We're gonna do this real quick because it's bothering me. Oh my god, this one I can't push back in. Ugh. Only small. Big gay was taboo. One of the best things about this game is how well it tells the slow relationship story. Well, right? Because, okay, hang on. I gotta go back to Sam's room for a second. Sam's gay, right? Sam's super gay. Doesn't fully know it yet. We're listening to her as she like explores it. She explains it so well in that first little voice clip we got where she was like, have you ever seen someone that's just like they have a giant gold star above their head? But like, she's got all these pictures of very beautiful starlets from the time, and that's what she chooses to kind of collect and decorate. She's got this kind of growing sense of closeness with her friend Lonnie that she doesn't quite understand what it means, but she knows it's something different than she's had before. I love it. Only small gays allow. Automod fat phobic confirmed. Not on my watch. I'm gonna fix it later. Exactly. Jodie Foster magazine cutouts. Not a single cutout or poster in her room about other, like, come on, it's the 90s. She could be out there with like New Kids on the Block merch and stuff. Street Fighter 2 means gay. Yo, she mains Chun-Li. Just saying, thick thighs save lives, baby. She knows. I still remember the phone number of my first girl crush. That's so cute. Aw. What is this? Oh, we found condoms in mom and dad's room. When we hovered over, it said barf. There's nothing I don't hate right now. I love it. I love it so much. Yo, how y'all gonna have such neat clothing, but then the drawers are ransacked? I don't think these drawers were pulled out this way by mom and dad. I think maybe Sam rifled through shit. I don't need to see y'all's undies. Mitten, our cat, Caitlin, age 5. Oh, this is a little drawing of Mitten we did when we were a little girl. Mitten looks like a good friend. It would be absolutely bangarang now that I'm like fully entranced by this coming of age love story. If you guys weren't kidding about the survival horror shit and I opened one of these closets and I just got fucking mauled. Sam planted the condoms to make Kate uncomfortable. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and the Fugitive, All the President's Men. I don't care how unnecessary this is. We're doing a deep dive. Bridge on the River Kwai. Silence of the Lambs. Something very, very fun about the fact that Silence of the Lambs was written with a marker that was running out. Gone with the Wind.
Hello.
Hello.
It's me.
It's me. What up, Sally? Welcome in. Welcome in. Sound of Music and Swiss Family Robinson. Jeopardy with Uncle Harvey. Uncle Harvey was on an episode of Jeopardy? Come on now. Inside Edition from May 24th. Wait, while we're talking about the 90s, I was unwittingly or unknowingly in an episode of Dawson's Creek, and I just found this out this year. Yo, that's bonkers. They did not purchase a single film legally. I didn't have very many VHSs for a long time. Well, no, that's not true. I had a lot of VHSs of legitimate movies, but we had way more that were just like taped off TV or grab mom's purse. Either taped off TV or copied. That was the big move. You got 2 VCRs, poof, you own the movie you rented from Blockbuster. They used concert footage from a No Doubt show I was at in 2001 in a note. So there was a No Doubt episode on Dawson's Creek and they used footage of the concert you went to. And I was watching it with Zani and I was like, bro, I was there. Yo, shit. So did you guys scrub the footage and actually see you? Yo, that's too funny. Betty. Yo, Betty, go edit your do you have an IMDb page? If you don't, make one and then credit yourself for that episode. Oh, look, a ghost game. Escape from Ghost Mansion. Betty, legit, make yourself an IMDb page. I don't think it's that hard to get it verified. Make an IMDb page, and once you've got it up and running, totally add that episode of Dawson's Creek. Because they have an option. If you edit someone's performance history, they have an option where they can be credited to an episode, and you can just say that the credit was from included footage rather than being an active part of that production. So you could legit do it. Daily Mail article about me being on True Life. Worldwide. Watercolor techniques for florals and still life. I can't believe how long it's taking y'all to unpack these boxes. I still have the bedside drawers. Okay. Okay, so this is to Jan. So we know Jan, right-hand side. I guess that makes sense. That also means that she's the one with the family photo. Oh, they had this photo taken at the Sears Photo Center, y'all. No doubts about it. I was in some DVD release of some Korn, but I don't think IMDb includes that. Ah, yeah, I don't think they do. I think there's a different database for that. But you, if you're not on that one, get on that one. Why not? Credit where credit's due. Dear Jan, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our own down periods. It's become a bit of a way of life, actually. You get used to each other. You live your lives. You live your own lives in the same house. The kids grow up. They go away. I'm sorry, this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry. Terry will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And as for Sam being distant, that's just a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled burn, that sounds like quite the adventure. But let's cut to the chase. This new ranger they sent. That's what I want to hear about. Ranger Rick? You have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything. And send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump. And in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them. Uh-oh. A wedge forming in the marriage? That mom looks so weird in the photo. Hers is the only face that really looks strange. Like, the dad's a little weird. The dad actually looks kind of like, what if Weird Al, instead of doing comedy music, became a CPA? Do you guys see it? I played several parts in Orange is the New Fat. The caps and cursive is world breaking. Weird Al looking good. Orange is the New Fat is a hilarious name, by the way. Fucking full kudos to whoever thought that up. Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass. Collection of poems was first released in this form in 1892, but not before it was banned on grounds of obscenity. He died only 2 months after its release in March of 1892. Seeing, hearing, feeling are miracles, and each part and tag of me is a miracle. Timberline Booksellers, located in the historic Wisteria Town Center. Take your time. I'm glad to have it in good hands. Rick. Okay, so she borrowed a book from Rick. Things are getting serious with her and Rick. I don't know if I like it. I was Ivy Davenport of Hot Fatty Girl Productions. It was Ivy Davenport of Hot Fatty Girl Productions. It took us like 3 months to film all of it, but it's one of the best things I ever did in my career. That's hilarious. Hot Fatty Girl Productions is also a phenomenal production company name. Yo, Earth, Wind, and Fire and Willie Nelson. Yo, holy shit, hold up. Don Henley, Linda Ronstadt, Gary Bonds, the Pointer Sisters, Jackson Brown, and America. It's a fucking banging concert. Whoa. I want to go to that show. You've seen Willie live? I would love to see Willie Nelson live. Here. No, hang on. Better idea. Here we go. solved it. Remember when people cared about the Earth, or at least pretended to care? Now they don't even bother to pretend to care. I was supposed to see Van Morrison next weekend, but he rescheduled for April. That's a concert I would dig too. I'd much rather see Willie than Van Morrison though. Unknown Dimension Literature from Newark, New Jersey. Communication must become total and conscious before we can stop it. William Seward Burroughs. So this is obviously Dad maybe trying to find someone else to publish his book. We'll stop off in London, everyone, huh? Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I am in the Channel. This is my second passage through the Channel. I'm on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the Channel. London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all. Katie. I've seen so many folks live. Honestly blessed. That is something that I have not done enough of, is see live music. There's a handful of artists that I've seen live, but I've not seen nearly as many concerts as I wish I could have. And unfortunately, it's for a lot of artists that are older that I will now likely, especially with restrictions around COVID, not get a chance to see live. Cupboards we can't open. Channel Pog. Yo, let's hear it for the Channel. We had, this is a legit story about my middle school. Did you guys have schools where there were like temporary extra rooms that were made out of like prefab home parts that were just added on because the school had grown enough, but they didn't do a full construction, so they were just like extra auxiliary rooms? We had that at my school, and what happened was this long hallway in my middle school was for the English classrooms and then the foreign language classrooms. But the English classrooms ran out of space. They had too many that they were doing. So they put on extra classrooms with those auxiliary things at the end. So all of a sudden, it went foreign language into English through like this weird, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like, it used to be an exit from the school, but they turned it almost into like the tunnel from E.T. when the feds are chasing after Elliot. And that's how you then got to the attached auxiliary ones. So since you went from the foreign language department to the English classrooms, they called that little fucking thing the Channel. Yo, you got plans to see people live later this year? Fingers crossed they stay scheduled. I hope you have a hell of a lot of fun. The Channel postcard just reminded me I was low-key engaged to a dude from London. Yo, reach out. How long ago was that, Betty? Gotta step in and say hello. This is a pretty nice master. I love, can we look? The one mistake here, I do love having a vanity area separated from the actual toiletries. Separate the toilet and the bath, y'all. Don't make it a weird thing where someone's got to decide, hey, I need to shit, sorry you're in the shower. Give people their space. No one wants that. I don't want to be sharing a room with someone while I use the bathroom. Come on now. After the honeymoon, rediscovering your spouse personally, spiritually, and sexually, from the Reverend Alexander Michaels. Alexander Michaels definitely made himself a reverend. This house has 14 bathrooms. They're okay. Yeah, okay. That's fair. It may seem inevitable that the spark you and your spouse shared on your honeymoon should fade over time, but it doesn't have to be. Reverend Alexander Michaels shows you how to rekindle the fire you once had. Part 1 provides simple steps to reopen the lines of communication between you and your spouse, allowing you to face the problems you share as partners instead of rivals. Part 2 leverages the Reverend's decades of service to God, helping you connect with a higher power. You'll draw strength from a spirituality you may never even knew you have. Part 3 offers a number of fresh and exciting ideas for the bedroom, including a few things that may surprise you. The reserves of passion for your spouse run deep. You just have to know where to look. Reverend Michaels will show you the way. It was like a joke engagement that we would get married 9/23/21 if nothing else was going on, but COVID happened and we literally only talk when there are environmental or political disasters. You missed your own wedding day? No. Blame the Rona. Blame the Rona indeed. What the fuck, Rona? This was supposed to be my day. We gotta talk to mom and dad. A wild lack of wall decoration for a home this grandiose. We need some paintings up in this bitch. And it's not hard. Like, if you don't have a legit well of art to draw from, fucking hit up a TJ Maxx. Go check out a thrift shop, you know? I love the idea of two conservative 50-year-old Christians, one a mediocre failed writer obsessed with magicifying a president, and a tree lady trying to have appropriate experimental sexy times. It must have been real weird. There was a lot of waits. Wait. They fucking got paintings right here, you assholes. These could be on a wall. Katie, mom and dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can always use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. Sam. So Sam is like straight up run away. Those are the floor paintings. Listen, as someone with paintings not on walls, I don't appreciate being called an asshole. Look, I said that their house needed the paintings because it's so grandiose. Your house is very comfortably decorated. I've seen the background on your stream. It looks great. You don't have giant swaths of naked wall. You get a pass. Also, I have a shitload of paintings on my floor because we still haven't hung them after we moved in. I agree they were great floor paintings. Misha's just trying to defend our own floor paintings right now. This has 3 pages. It's a ghost hunter journal. It's making me nervous. I think that would mean you'd have higher standards, no? You know the pain of a bad marriage to try harder to pick someone better for the second one? Oofs. No one's ever thinking about a second marriage. I think you don't think about the second marriage until the first one's doomed. Hey, Sam, you were asking about my JROTC ribbons. What my JROTC ribbons meant. Here's a handy guide. Orienteering, this means the Army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team, the Army has branded me as a certified killing machine. Adventure training, I am a born adventurous and no borders can hold me. The Army recognizes this. So if you didn't think I was cool before, now you do. Lonnie D. You'd think, but I'd be a great second wife. You're just projecting your own frustrations with previous housing. You're very right. We weren't allowed to hang anything from walls in my old apartment. So we had all kinds of stuff we had accumulated and I couldn't hang it up. I'd be the most hyped second wife. Almost every painting and poster and art I have is not on the walls because I'm depressed and I don't know what looks good. Just put stuff up, and if it doesn't please you after it's up, take that shit right back down. Art's for enjoyment. And you know what? If the thought of putting the art up isn't something that you're down with right now because you don't want the pressure of deciding what goes up, then fuck that too. That's fine. Leave that shit down. Official epic badges. I so badly want someone to pop up here and be like, that's right. Army ribbons. That's what my generation called achievements. And when we unlocked an achievement, it meant that we were doing good for our country. Nothing pleases me, Chris. I'm depressed. I feel that, Betty. It's about finding, first of all, it's about finding sufficient professional help and having some kind of treatment plan, which you are a very intelligent person, so I have no doubt that you are already on that job. But then it's also about savoring those things that do bring even fleeting bits of joy. My grandpa had a Purple Heart. Is that an Army achievement? not your favorite one. I never met either of my grandpas. Is that an achievement? I only met one of my grandfathers. My maternal grandfather passed, unfortunately, before I was old enough to meet him. I have no connection to Grandpa Jetson. He was born in 1900 and died in 1992, but I bet he was cool. I bet he was too. That's always like, there's a certain amount of beauty. How am I going to phrase this? It's a bummer to have not met my maternal grandfather, but I have had stories about him shared with me, and there's some fun in this like romanticized version I have of him from the stories rather than having met the dude toward the end of his life when all he did was fart and complain. You know what I'm saying? I like hanging up silly things on the walls because I can, buying weird things at thrift stores. Yo, Mish and I used to have a fun thing we did. We should do this again sometime, Mish, once we have money again. We used to do a date where we would go to like a dollar store and split up, right? Can't be near the other person. You split up. You go into the dollar store, $5 each. Well, a little over $5 because of tax. You buy 5 items and then you go back out to the car in the parking lot and you take turns exchanging gifts, trying to one up one another with how ridiculous the bullshit you bought was. Just get a divorce at the dollar store? Hold up. Wait, I think. Babe, is the walrus in here? Yeah. That's where this sweet fucking walrus came from. This was a dollar store date idea. Hello. Grandpa Jetson saw 2 world wars. Yeah, he's a fucking beast. Dollar Tree's $1.25 now. I know, it's the worst. My friend collects religious texts from dollar stores, and I collect balloons shaped like random numbers. Those are both fun things. Halloween show. Don't forget your costume. The Misfits. They're awesome. See you there. Stygian Lounge, 1029 at 9 p.m. 306 West Franklin downtown, 1029.
Sometimes you just have to lie to mom and dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to mom and dad situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between 2 songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Aww. That's really cute.